Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be an introduction and my first update for a project pan that I'm starting. I'm calling it 15 by Fall, and I basically want to use up 15 products or hit pan on them or make significant progress on them before the first day of fall, which here in the Northern Hemisphere is September 22nd. I have a couple products here that I'm grouping into one, considering them one product even though it's a couple different ones, mainly because there's really not enough for me to count it as one product. I want to challenge myself at least a little bit. I have 4 lipsticks here, which I'm counting as one. The two that I definitely want to use up are the MAC Faux lipstick. I don't have much of this left. I could easily see myself using it up. It's a nice everyday nude. I wore this in a Get Ready With Me that I filmed earlier. I'll link that below so you can see it in action. The next one I have is by Bite Beauty, and it's in the shade Sugarcane. And if you can see, I mean, that is just falling apart. It's such a soft formula that it easily came off of the lid, and so it's not stuck on there very well, and as a result it makes it more difficult to use, and that's why I haven't been reaching for it. I could have easily used it up quite a while ago, but it's just so much harder to use now. There's no any real control, and it just kind of falls out very easily. It's a lot harder to use. So I'm going to put in this pan to really dedicate myself to using this up. Plus, since it is made with more natural ingredients, I think this would go bad a lot more quickly than maybe some of my other lipsticks. Once I have used those two up, because I'm almost positive I'll be able to use those before fall starts, I have an Almay Smart Shade Butter. I'm in the shade, what is this, 20 Pink Light, and there isn't much left to this either, but I don't like this formula too much because it's very sticky. And so once I use it up, it'll be fine to use up, but I probably won't repurchase it. And Almay isn't a cruelty-free brand anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I think I can use that one up. And then once those 3 are used up, I have a challenge product, which this is an Urban Decay lipstick. It's in the old packaging, and this is the shade Native. And there is a lot left of this. So, and this is a little bit too light for me to use just on its own, so I have to mix it with other shades or do a very specific like light pink look with it. And I just, I don't know, I don't think I'll finish this one up by the end of the project, especially since I have the other lip products. But I do want to at least make some progress on it because it's one of the oldest lipsticks I have, and I want to use it up a little bit more before it goes bad. I have one more lip product, but I'm counting it on its own. It's the Baby Lips Lip Balm. It's in Pink Punch, and it's a hot pink, like very hot pink chapstick, and I know it doesn't look like I have much left, but I go through this so slowly just because it's such a hot pink that it doesn't go with a lot of different looks. I also don't really love the formula, and Maybelline's not cruelty free, so it's not something that I plan on repurchasing. I just want to use it up before it goes bad. So all my lip products are out of the way, and I think I'll be very busy with those. Next, I have a highlighter. I have 2 highlighters here, but they're each their own product. I have the Benefit What's Up, and I think this is the only shade they have, but I have so much of this left. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this by the end of the project pan, but because it is summertime, I can maybe put it on my collarbone or on my shoulders if I'm wearing like a dress or a top with no sleeves. I think I could, get really creative with this, and it's easy to pair with other highlighters, so I don't have to I don't have to choose between the two. I can wear them together. The next one I have is from Mercier, and I talked about this in the Get Ready With Me that I did recently, and I don't have much of it left, and I also talked about it in my Products I've Pan on video. I don't have much left, but I still think it's going to take me a long time to use this up. I do like it a lot. I have some cruelty-free dupes that I like just as well, so once I use this up, it's not going to be too heartbreaking, but I do want to move it out of my collection. I have some more Benefit products. I actually have 2 more, and Benefit's not cruelty-free, so I do want to move these out. But this is the Erase Paste, and I will insert a photo that's a little bit easier to see. I'm in the first shade, the lightest shade. I think it's number 1. I took the sticker off the bottom. I don't know why I did that. But there is so much product in here. I don't know if this will be used up, but I think I can make a pretty big dent in it by the end of the project, and that's kind of what I want. I use this to prime my eyelids, and I also use it as a color corrector under my eyes. So I don't use a ton of it every day, but if I am consistent with it, I think I could use it up, or at least use a ton of it before the end of the project. The next one I have is the Benefit Hello Flawless Powder. I'm in the shade I Love Me Ivory, and I tried to do a Sharpie around the pan, but I used hot pink, and now it just looks kind of gross. And I talked about this in the products I've hit pan on video, so I'll link that below, and I go into detail about why I'm not crazy about this product. But I don't hate it enough not to use it. Like, I can find ways to use this up, and I might as well. I did pay a lot of money for it, and I want to at least get my money's worth. We'll see. We'll see. I have another twofer right here. I have the Maybelline concealer in the shade 15. Also use this in that Get Ready With Me. And I don't have much left, and so once this one is used up, I will switch over to the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Classic Ivory, and I don't know how much I have of this. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to track my progress, but I feel like there's an air bubble in there, so you know, hopefully I can use up both of these by the end of the project, but we'll see. I'm gonna focus on the Maybelline one first. Another product I have is by e.l.f. It's the Eyebrow Kit. I just have the powder side left. Even though it doesn't look like a lot though, it's still going to take quite a bit of time for me to move through this. I took out the wax side just from having this for so many years and using it so much. A lot of the powder from the powder side migrated over to the wax and made it really gross looking, so I thought to spare everyone that really gross visual, I thought I would just take out the wax and use the powder, which is the only product in it that I was using anyway. So I will let you guys know how that goes. I think I could use that up, but I don't think it's going to be easy. I have a bronzer here. This is by Makeup Forever. I'm in the shade 20M. I don't think I can use it up in 3 months, but I definitely think I can hit pan. And I will track how many times I use it because I don't think I'm going to be able to hit pan by the time the first update comes along. I have a primer here. It's by Maybelline. It's the Blur and Illuminate Primer. And this has an SPF 30, so it's perfect for the summertime. It's very moisturizing. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Hangover Primer, but it's a little bit more moisturizing. And this pairs well with some of the foundations I have here, and I do think it's nice to have an additional SPF in my skincare routine for summertime, so I think I could use it up. If I were to feel around, I think I'm like right above this pink line, so that's going to be my starting point. There's really no other way for me to mark my progress, but I'm just going to kind of have to like feel my way around and let you know. The next product I have is an eyeshadow palette. I talked about it before in my product I've hit pan on video, and it's the Nude Necessities palette. It's a limited edition palette. I want to hit pan on these bottom shades, these bottom 2 shades. These are going to count as one. And then if I could hit pan on this top shimmery shade, that would be kind of a bonus. And if I hit pan on these very quickly, then I will move on to other shades in the pan. My final goal with this palette, personally, is I want to hit pan on every shade. And so I don't think that's going to be too difficult of a project, but I still am going to have to work on it. The next one I have is another twofer. It's 2 foundations. I have the L'Oreal Matte Infallible Foundation in the shade 102, and I have the It Cosmetics CC Cream in the shade Fair. And I don't have much left of each of these. I'm right above the like yellow part on the It Cosmetics CC Cream, and my progress on this one would be that black line right there. There's some air in there, so it doesn't look like it's empty, but it's getting there. And this is a good mixer foundation. 102 is too deep for me, so I mix it with other foundations to kind of make it work. So I think I could work my way through these 2 pretty quickly, and I like that this has an SPF for summertime. The other foundation I have, which is going to be a little bit more of a challenge, is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I have the shade Light Siberia, and it's a tad too light for me. I wasn't expecting this to be too light for me because usually I'm the lightest shade in every foundation, but I think if I were to buy this again, which I absolutely would because I like the formula of this a lot, I would go up a shade or maybe 2 shades depending on what my skin is like at the time. But I am up to here. It's a very watery formula, and so I have to shake it before using it, so you can't really tell, but I let it sit for a bit and then I mark it, and that's where I am with that pink Sharpie line right there. I use maybe 2 or 3 pumps of this to use all over my face. It says you only have to use 1, but I don't know if I just have a big face or what, but I need 2 or 3 pumps. And I mix this with a deeper foundation. Sometimes I mix it with the L'Oreal. So I don't know about this one. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, but I will try just because I have the other 2 foundations in there as well. And I would rather use the It Cosmetics one up first because I've had it for a year and it has an SPF in it, so this one is first priority for me. I do have a non-makeup product to put in my project pan, and it's by Bath & Body Works, and it's the Magnolia and Clementine Body Spray. It's perfect for spring and summertime, but it's been a couple years since I got this. I got it as part of a gift for my college graduation from my boyfriend's mom, and that was in May of 2014, so 3 years. Well, I grew up in Virginia, and we had a beautiful magnolia tree in our front yard, and my mom likes to burn magnolia candles in our house. It's her favorite scent, so I just have a nostalgic connection with magnolia scents, and so I do like this, and I will happily use it up. If it's not a limited edition scent, I would definitely recommend going and smelling this. So this is my non-makeup product for my project pan. The very last product I have here is a blush, and it's from the Balm, and it's the Frat Boy blush. I talked about it in my declutter video, and I love this shade a lot. It's a perfect summery shade. It goes with almost every look that I do, and I just want to hit pan on this. I don't know if I'll be able to hit pan on it though, because I think it doesn't kick up a lot of powder when you use it, and I've used it quite a few times already, and you can't even tell that I've used it at all. So I don't know, we'll have to see with this one. I'll have a better idea with my first update coming up, how far along I can get with that one. So my first update, and only real update that I'm going to do, is going to be sometime in late July or early August, and then I'll do my final update at the very end. I think I'm going to post it on September 23rd, so the day after the first day of fall. And hopefully I can do it. If you are doing a project pan, or you know of another group on YouTube that's doing a 15 by fall project pan, please let me know. So if you are doing one and you want to share your progress with me, I would love to come and watch your video. I love watching project pans. Even if you don't have a channel, even if you're just doing a project pan on your own and you want to let me in on your progress, we can sort something out. I'd love to have someone to do it with, to kind of just share encouraging words with and share advice with. If you had any fallbacks or any issues with your project pan and you have some advice for me, I would love to hear it. This is my first real project pan that I'm doing publicly. I feel good about it. I think I can make some really great progress. I don't know if every single product in here is gonna hit the goal that I want for it, but I'm going to certainly try, and I think it'll be interesting to see how far I go with the 3 months that I'm giving myself. And that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great one. Bye!